Hello and welcome to HashiTalk India. Today we will see unlocking the DevOps magic with mastering the Terraform Cloud Workflows. Hi, I am Neel Shah, a DevOps community guy. You can connect with me on Twitter. So yeah, let's start with Terraform first. And what are the main advantages of using Terraform? So yeah, reproducibility. Why we say reproducibility? Because we can have the same infrastructure on multiple environments and it is very easy to go that. Next is version control. We can connect Terraform Cloud with different VCS to track the different versions, and also on local Terraform also we can see the different versions of our environments or configuration which we have updated. Third is automation. Yeah, Terraform is an ISC, infrastructure as code. Through it, we can set up, we can spin up the infrastructure very fast, very rapidly, and also we can destroy the infrastructure in minutes. And we can also configure all the various cloud providers through it. So it's a cool automation. Next, what are the key concepts of Terraform? The provider. When we say we need to connect with different cloud providers, multiple cloud providers, how we will configure? We will configure through their APIs or something. So, provider is a thing which will interact with the different cloud API and help to automate the infrastructure. Next is resources. So, when we connect with different API, we need to write some resources, some code in HCL. So, resources are the main thing. Resources behavior. So, this is the main thing. This is a key point of Terraform where we define our infrastructure objects, which are components, and we can store and locally also on remote also as a state file. So this is a thing which regularly we don't change on our own. This changes as we do updates, we do changes in our resources. So Terraform state has all the reasons and applications of what we have changed, and actually we don't delete this file. All the Terraform users must know this. Next is transition to Terraform Cloud. While Terraform can be used locally, transitioning to Terraform Cloud offers collaboration and many management features. Great. So let's see the introduction to Terraform Cloud. So it provides a cloud-based service where we collaborate and manage infrastructure resources with different multiple cloud providers. Next is workspaces, the key point of Terraform Cloud. So workspaces, it gives our a small environment where we can have our resources and we can isolate the infrastructure. We can have public workspaces, we can have private workspaces. Let's say example, we have an application and the same application with some different features is given to some two different clients, and two different clients are in different regions in like world. One is some other continent and other is other continent. So what we generally do is we store their data in the region nearby to them to reduce the cost, to optimize the latency. Yeah, we regularly do that. So what we will do is to make two separate workspaces for them and to isolate their infrastructure. Although they are same, their region are different. Well, this is a small example, but yeah, this could be done through this. Other is in an application, we have different phases. We have development phase, we have deployment phase, we have staging phase. So it could be configured through this, through different workspaces, making it workspaces different and including this small amount of people which are there for this for that sort of work. Next is, what are the benefits of workspace management? So yeah, we can use as VCS, version control. So yeah, we can have the version control of infrastructure code. We can have collaboration, as I previously told. A small team of people collab and differently work on the infrastructure deployment directly over here. So it's like really helpful for the production team. Next is state management. Yeah. So even though we say VCS, this is also a good thing. State management. State management is also important because every time we need to have the state file, which is really important. .tf state in Terraform, and yeah, we can definitely track this. So what are the Terraform Cloud features? We can remotely store our files. We can remotely store the infrastructure files, resources files, all the files. You can even store the .environment file there. Next is variable management. So variables are a bit important from as per my perspective, because through variable you can reuse the code, you can have more flexibility, you can also reuse the code across multiple workspaces. So if you make some variable globally, then you can also use that to across multiple workspaces. Next is policy enforcement. So and Terraform, there are security policies, there are sentinel policies that can be implemented to have best practice for your security purpose, for your organization or for your application. Because obviously, as a part of a deployment team or as a DevOps person, we obviously have some sort of concern for security, as in the DevOps. So it will also have to maintain the security. So what I suggest is, what are the best practices for Terraform Cloud is, maintain a VCS, maintain a version control, similar to Git or GitLab, something, which will help to track your infrastructure as code. Next is modularize infrastructure code. So make small parts of code which you can use everywhere. So it will help you to be faster. Next is use variables, because it makes more flexible, more reusable, and also make an output file, output.tf, where you actually see your how the output will be there. So it helps to go before production. What are the Terraform Cloud Workflows? So yeah, it's a hub where all the centralized state management could be there, all the files could be there, and you can maintain, because it's similarly like a hub. Why I say hub? A hub has all the network connections, terms, securities, and also the files. Similarly, the centralized state management is a thing where we can have all the things at the same place. We can also see the changes at the same place. The best thing I love is queuing parallel execution. It helps us to provide queue and parallel execution of plans, optimizing infrastructure updates. So yeah, here the deployment the deployment time can be reduced by queuing, because there are almost some priority in every perspective. Because there are priorities, this need to be first in production. Obviously, we can do that, but why do that thing manually? It can also be automatically. Next is cost optimization. Oh, not optimization is estimation. Obviously, estimation estimation doesn't have an optimization, but yeah, we need to see every time like how much cost estimation could be there. So sometimes we may reduce, but yeah, this is a good factor for cloud workflow. Next is notification triggers. Obviously, we can set some triggers for some events, and also it will help us, like when the infrastructure is down or sometime, and also help us in where our volume is occupied above or something. There are many triggers, so yeah, it also helps. Let's implement GitOps workflow with Terraform Cloud and GitHub Actions. So, it's a simple GitOps workflow. So what is GitOps? So in a layman language, using Git as a medium and implementing the automation of CI/CD pipeline using the workflows. So it's a Git and a layman language. Sorry, it's a GitOps and layman language. Yeah. So development team will make changes and will make a pull request. The workflow will check whether this was proper and will pass through some test cases. If it passes, then it will directly give to the deployment server and it will be live there. So it's a simple GitOps. So yeah, how to implement the GitOps with Terraform Cloud? And also we are using GitHub Actions here. So firstly, you need a Terraform Cloud account. Make a Terraform Cloud workspace. Second is configure GitHub Actions. How to do this? I will work with this and the next slide. Third thing is configure GitHub secrets. So why secrets? Because yeah, every time you won't be there to authenticate manually. To automate this, you need a connection between GitHub and Terraform Cloud. So it will make a connection there. So yeah, I say we'll discuss step 2 over here. So here's write dot githubs dot slash workflows slash something dot yaml. So it will work as a workflow. So yeah, this the workflow name is Terraform apply, and what it does is on push branch main. So if something is pushed on main branch, it will be triggered, and the jobs will be configured. Job will be run there. The jobs are first is Terraform run on Ubuntu latest. So what is Ubuntu latest? It's a runner provided by Terraform. Provided by GitHub. GitHub provides some of the runners like Ubuntu, Linux, Windows. So there are some predefined runners. And what will happen after that is, so step by step, all the jobs will run sequentially because it maintains the sequence. First thing is name are just for namesake. It will do is you uses, then there are two things we are using version 1 of Terraform, then Terraform logging. It will directly authenticate with the secrets. We don't require anything here, and then it will init and approve, then it will configure directly. Next is this is simple example how to visualize Terraform workflows. So it's a simple job sequentially given, but yeah, it is required and written form. So you can visualize more impactfully. Next is update the Terraform configuration. Update the main.tf in our as per our requirement, and boom, it will work now. You have implemented GitOps. You can see if you have made any changes, all the triggers will be there. Terraform Cloud Workflow. You can also see all the changes on the Terraform Cloud Workflows. Next is that's a general scenario where this is working. So like private module registry, that is some VCS. If some code is implemented, it will trigger to Terraform Cloud. Terraform Cloud we can access through two ways: API, UI. What it does is it will configure remote operations. What are the remote operations is? Like let's say some example with remote operations are cost optimization, cost concurring, remote state filing. This could be done with all the multi-cloud employers, multi-cloud providers, and this could be accessed by the remote users. So this is the way how Terraform Cloud Workflow works, and you can implement them easily. So deploy faster, fail less, and innovate more. If you have some questions, you can definitely connect with me. Thank you. Have a nice day.